Hello, happy Tuesday. This is Darren Roberts, Master Trainer at Impact Training Corporation and the Abundance Accelerant. Welcome to the Tuesday Tickle and Tick show number 13. Today, it's not the dent that does the damage. It is not the dent that does the damage. Now, this is a true tickle and tick. This is from a real life experience just from yesterday, something that ticks me off, but something also that we can learn from our personal life and business. My neighbours just here a week ago had a 2-story house on their property. Today it is as flat as a pancake. They've demolished their house and they're going to build a new one. Now it's fair to say that from our perspective the demolition hasn't gone quite to plan, but it peaked yesterday when the scaffolding guys came in to put a temporary fence. During the demolition, they took down our dividing fence, our brick wall, which divides our properties, which we weren't aware they were going to do. It had a stormwater drain on it, and we also have a dog, so we needed a temporary fence put up to protect the dog. So yesterday, they came and put that temporary fencing up. Now, I heard a big bang at some stage. I assumed it was them taking the fencing out from the truck. About half an hour later, I wandered out there and I just wanted to see if I could help or if I needed to do anything with the guys. I said, listen, introduced myself and I said, is there anything you need me to do to make it easier for you to put up the fencing? And he said, actually, one of the fences did fall on your car. These things happen from time to time. You need to sort it out with the insurance through my company. Here's the boss's number. You'll need to give him a call. Hadn't spoken to him prior to that. Now remember, it's not about the problem. It's how the problem is handled. It's not about the dent. It's how the dent is handled that determines the feeling around your business. Let me digress very quickly. One of my clients, Tony from Better Than Ever Wellness Center, he was doing a Facebook Live a couple of weeks ago, and he was suggesting to read the book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Now, as I looked in my bookshelf as he was doing his Facebook Live, it was there. I've read it before, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, but he motivated me to read it again, which I did just recently. And as all this was happening, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff came into my mind. So listen, in context of everything else that could possibly happen in our lives, a dent in a car is not a big deal. So I handled it pretty well. However, let me give you a bit of context. This car that the fence fell on and dented and scratched is brand new. We've had that car for just over 2 weeks. And we all know that first scratch on a new car doesn't go down so well. However, I handled it okay. But it got me thinking, how do you handle cancellation requests if you're a membership-based business? How do you handle complaints? How do you handle objections at point of sale when you're doing your price presentation? Is it like the scaffolding guy, where he didn't really care? Or do you do it better? Let me teach you a way to do it. Well, the first step is prevention, of course, is better than cure. So in show 8 of the Tuesday Tickle and Tick, I taught you how to create wow experiences, how to use the can I principle to create experiences for your customers or your members. So go back and check that out. However, if they do come up, how do you handle them? Well, we have an acronym called AEIOC. It's like AEIOU, but the U's on the side for AEIOC. It stands for acknowledge. When we acknowledge the problem, quite often to repeat back the words that the customer has said is a good way to acknowledge it. Empathize. We need to have the customer feel that we understand what they're going through. We understand the emotions they feel. Isolate. We need to make sure that we get agreement from the customer about what is the one challenge and that there's no others. Otherwise, they'll keep coming back to you with challenges. We overcome it. We do a hypothetical overcome first, get them to agree, then we can overcome it with some facts, and then we reclose. So using AEIOC in a situation similar to the fence on my car, it could have been, listen, I can see that you're frustrated about the fence falling on your car. I totally get it. I understand that that is a frustration for you. I do know that that first scratch on a new car is the worst one. So if it wasn't for the scratch on the car, is there anything else that we've done to cause you any frustration? No, it's just the scratch on the car. Okay. Hypothetical overcome. Listen, if there was a way I could take as much of the administration off your hands, deal with it myself, get the car back to new, plus give you some extra value so you can keep your car fresh and shiny long after we leave, would that go a little bit of a way to overcoming your frustration? Yeah, it would. Okay, well listen, let me tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to take as much of the administration off your hands. I'm going to call my bosses myself. I'm going to get the insurance company details for you and give them to you. Listen, once the car is back to brand new, I'm going to give you 4 free car washes and for whenever you want to use them to make sure that the car stays in really good nick after we fix it. So that's an A-E-I-O-C. What about if it was overcoming objections at your price presentation? Oh, listen, it all sounds good, but I want to think about it. Oh, really? You want to think about it? Okay, listen, I understand it's an important decision. I like to take my time to think about things as well. Listen, if you don't mind me asking, what is it you need to think about? Is it the services or the facilities, or I just need to, I said I'd speak to my partner about it first. Okay, so if it wasn't for speaking to your partner about it, you'd be happy to get started? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right, well, listen, I know you said it's important to get started, to do A, B, C, and D. Listen, if there was a way we could get you started so there's no procrastination, but also allow you to speak to your partner without any pressure, would that work for you? Yeah, it would. Okay, well, let's do A, B, C, and D. What if you're a membership-based business and you had a cancellation? It's a similar process. I need to cancel. Oh, really? You need to cancel? Well, listen, I understand that situations change sometimes. Listen, if you don't mind me asking, what's the reason you need to cancel? Oh, I'm getting bored with your services. It's not quite giving me the variety I'm after. Okay. So if it wasn't for the lack of variety, is there any other reason why you wouldn't stay a member with us? Oh, no, it's just that. Okay. Well, listen, I know that you came in for these reasons. Are they still important to you? Yeah, they are. Okay. Well, listen, if there was a way that we could help you get to that and achieve that, but also give you a little bit more variety so you got that motivation back, would that allow you to stay and continue to be a member with us? Oh, yeah, if you could do both, that'd be great. All right, great. Well, let me do X, Y, and Z. Let's give you that variety. So AEIOC is a great way to remember to use in a variety of circumstances, whether it's complaint handling, whether it's overcoming objections at price presentation, or if you're a membership-based business, how to prevent cancellations and create a win-win situation. So get out there and put that into your business. Prevention is better than cure. Go back to show number 8 to look at that. From a cure perspective, there's some tips in how to overcome some of those challenges. Now, also, we have our free ebook, Make More Sales with these 7 questions. If you'd like a copy of our free ebook, it's really quick and easy to read, but some good takeaways. Just write yes, please in the comments below. I'm going to put the link to my YouTube channel, which has over 20 videos and presentations for you to go through as well. So please subscribe to that and share it around to anyone that you think might enjoy getting some value from there. You guys have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you next week for the Tuesday Tickle and Tick. Bye.